50 Cent is calling out everyone who attended Diddy's parties, and it's definitely something we need to talk about. A leaked guest list of celebrities who were at Diddy's all-white parties is now circulating on social media. Diddy can deny it all he wants, but video footage of him is going viral, and it's only a matter of time before his accomplices start getting questioned. On top of that, if things go the way Diddy hopes, he could be back on the streets as soon as next month.
If the defense in the Diddy case gets its way, Diddy could be a free man next month, because they have filed a massive document basically setting out their position. And their position is that what he was convicted of amounts to nothing more really than an orgy.
Orgies. Yes, that he had orgies. Big deal. Is kind of the tone of the documents that they filed, and they, make their case for him. If you're going to convict him, that this should be a very lenient sentence.
So what they're asking for is this. They are saying, look, he was found not guilty on all the serious charges: racketeering, fraud, force, coercion, rape, all of those found not guilty. He wasn't charged with rape, but it was part of the force issue. The only thing he's left with is the Mann Act, which is taking a prostitute across state lines and paying them for sex. What they're saying is, what that is worth is 14 months in prison and then supervised release for some period thereafter.
Now, we should say that this is what they are, right. Diddy's team is suggesting to the judge. The prosecutors are on the far other end of the spectrum, where they're saying he should get somewhere between 4 to 5 years. That would, I'm sure, include time served. Again, he's been in for a year now.
I gotta say,
that would be
that would be throwing the book at him for a Mann Act violation.
Yeah.
If he gets 14 months, if the defense gets what they want, he'd essentially get out October 3rd, because
he's been in
for a year,
months.
And you get 15% credit for time served. So he'd basically be out after the sentence, and then he'd be on supervised release.
Right.
Diddy and 50 Cent have been on opposite sides for years. From the very beginning, 50 realized something was off about Diddy when they first met. According to him, Diddy was flirting and even asked to take him out on a date. In a 2018 interview with The Breakfast Club, 50 revealed that Diddy once asked if he could take him shopping. Things reportedly went further when Diddy tried to get a little too handsy, which led 50 to start distancing himself from him.
You and Puff haven't liked each other business-wise for a long time.
Oh, that's why. It's only business. It was really, away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him, right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my style.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was asking to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. And now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you, and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is, to a degree. When I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I'll spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there. Yeah. Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, we're listening. There's a lot. There's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see this.
One person who was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the but he won't you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing a major effort to protect the big names, just like with Jeffrey Epstein.
Diddy offered 50 Cent money in an attempt to convince him. The whole idea behind Diddy's offer to take 50 Cent shopping was to show that if 50 agreed to date him and be under his influence, he would gain access to Diddy's wealth and connections. In exchange for his integrity, 50 was offered millions. 50 refused, but Meek Mill accepted.
But you got close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. This is Stop it, man. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think is happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on there for him. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Like, you know, like hang out.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, man. I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you could give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm going to mess up the way. Certain things, they let it go by because it's Puff. He wasn't like in the closet. He was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They said you're a hater. They said you're crazy.
You do this. Yeah, and now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting.
Fans began digging into Meek's past and discovered photos of him and Diddy arriving at parties hand in hand, dressed like a couple. Now, you could argue that this doesn't actually prove anything. But once again, Meek portrays himself as a real gangster who supposedly runs the streets. And let's be honest, gangsters don't usually coordinate outfits with other men or call them daddy.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Meek Mill is just one of many celebrities who were close to Diddy and, in the eyes of critics, traded their integrity for fame and money. A leaked video from Diddy's 2010 all-white party recently surfaced, clearly showing some of the biggest names in the industry celebrating with him and expressing their gratitude for his support. Many people claim that a powerful group in Hollywood holds significant influence over everything.
You better believe it. Shout at Def Jam. We the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe. Let's do it way big.
Big shout out to my man Drake is in the house. Fabulous is in the house. There's no brotherly love. My biggest brother of them all, the boss, Ricky Ross, is in the house. Ricky Ross, report to the grass. DJ Khaled, he's the best. He's in the house. Tiana Taylor is in the house. My brother Chris Brown, I'm mistaken for him from thick and thin. Chris Brown is in the house. You know what I'm saying? The something ain't right, so I know Chris Brown is in the house. Big shout out to my son Quincy, my son Christian, my son Justin.
Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher have always been close to Diddy, but seeing Akon at Diddy's party was definitely a shock to everyone. The thing is, Akon isn't the only hip-hop billionaire who was once friends with Diddy. Kanye, Jay-Z, and even Usher were all connected to him. In fact, every major player in hip-hop seemed to have ties with Diddy. So, is it really just a coincidence that all these billionaires used to hang out together, and now they're all trying to claim they weren't even friends with him?
His career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce, right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see their kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them.
The awards, the parties, and even the victims, it's all connected. Why is it that the moment someone became friends with Diddy or started attending his parties, they suddenly began receiving awards. The only person who ever said no to Diddy was 50 Cent. And that's because he knew the real price of those awards was his integrity.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
This guy. Wow. You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
Hold on. You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got them shits. He started drinking. His pictures with him like thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no
marriage.
longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
So you have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right? I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Keefe D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
So look, like you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way, according to them.
Once you agreed to work with Diddy and became part of his inner circle, he would use you as bait. During the trial, Cassie testified that Diddy invited other celebrities to abuse her. One of his male performers also testified that Diddy and his friends would watch while women were abused. He had named Cassie as one of Diddy's victims years ago, but no one believed him at the time.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay?
Right.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Diddy allegedly recorded all of these encounters and used them as leverage against anyone who attended his parties. Many celebrities thought they were just going to have fun, but in reality, they ended up being drugged and blackmailed. These tapes are reportedly the main reason so many celebrities have stayed silent. They know the feds already caught them red-handed, and anything they say now could be used against them.
They not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. that's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched, and Brother Love was watching.
Well, Smith is another major figure who was allegedly drugged and blackmailed at one of Diddy's parties. Shortly after the FBI announced they were investigating Diddy, Will publicly stated that he had no connection to him and even asked his fans not to joke about the situation. It seemed like Will had something to hide and didn't want to be caught up in the drama. Allegedly, both Will and Jada were regulars at Diddy's parties.
But the world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that, man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff, but. You know, that one, it was, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
December 2023, 50 Cent announced that he was going to expose everyone connected to Diddy in a Netflix documentary. But did he actually follow through? The documentary is said to reveal all of Diddy's secrets and the people associated with him. According to 50, his docuseries isn't about the gossip circulating right now. It focuses on the details of how Diddy's alleged criminal enterprise operated.
Speaking of, in particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it, just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like, when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like, when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is...
And you don't throw out allegations, but like, you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drink. I gave me the drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. Well, I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people to feel like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what is that?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think that everybody in hip-hop culture is with that.
Diddy is pressuring the same people he once invited to his parties to now vouch for him. Even inmates at the Metropolitan Detention Center are reportedly being threatened. 15 prisoners have sent letters to the judge requesting Diddy's release. When was the last time you heard of inmates writing letters in support of a man accused of abusing women?
I think it's a little bit crazy that yesterday we had Diddy talking about how horrible the jail was, how much violence there was, and how he was even threatened in jail, to today him having 15 prisoners send letters to the judge to help him get free during his sentencing hearing. And honestly, I think it's crazy that Diddy has 15 prisoners that were willing to write him letters, but none of the famous people that rock with him for years have sent in any. I mean that seriously. The only person of notable fame that sent in a letter for Diddy in these character letters is literally Carisha. Just yesterday, we finally found out exactly how Diddy is saying that he was threatened by an inmate, but it's not exactly written how you would think. Diddy claimed yesterday an inmate approached him with a shiv and told him something when he was sitting on a chair that inmate wanted to sit on. But Diddy is also saying in this motion he's been so reformed in jail that he didn't react when usually he would, and that was able to diffuse the fight. Now today, Diddy has submitted 15 letters from 15 different inmates that are saying how amazing he is and how they are changing his perspective, and he is helping their time in prison. Diddy is actually a tutor in jail, and some of these inmates are talking about their experiences with Diddy being a tutor. Because of this class, I have purpose, something to look forward every day. Then another one says, he showed us that it's little adjustments to our everyday lives that add up to a big change. Mr. Combs' class is about setting up realistic goals and where we plan on going to achieve and complete these goals on a weekly basis. We review our progress of our stages on our objective. My life testimony is how positive Mr. Combs teaches us about how chasing the easy money is the wrong way to achieve greatness. He has shown me that it's never too late to start, nor is it ever too late to achieve.
The only reason Diddy avoided a prison sentence was because he was an informant. He had been feeding information to the feds, and now they have the tapes. Everyone who attends Diddy's parties knows this, and they understand that the feds could come after them at any time.
It's been like a week. You know, you knowing Diddy, you being around Diddy, could you ever imagine that his houses would get raided for trafficking?
Bro, you can't imagine no stuff like that. You understand? You can't think that because back then, he wasn't Brother Love. He was Puffy. All the way up until he became Diddy. So his behavior over the years has changed. And the behavior that he shows now and that he has shown by being Brother Love, I couldn't imagine that the police would be raiding him for sex trafficking? Nah, bruh. I couldn't imagine that. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't him back then. He's a totally different person that he became. If you've seen him on other platforms, you know, inviting men to party with him, inviting men to go shopping with him. You understand? That wasn't Puffy. That wasn't Diddy. That was Brother Love and Love.
How you feel about all the people that's wondering why haven't any of Diddy big name friends came out to defend him?
Because either two things that I believe. Either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened, or they scared that it may mess up their brand. See, nobody wants to be in contact with anybody that allegedly was trafficking. You see what the WWF did to Vince McMahon.
50's calling people out. Tapes are surfacing, and the story is only getting messier. For the full breakdown when the Netflix doc or the next trial update drops, make sure to hit subscribe.